introduction of can you
Okay,
hear me, sir?
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
from
I
the
can hear you.
beginning, yeah, introduction to SQL, I was able to understand that it is structured query language. That's the full meaning, whereby you get to analyze data and query data you get. So then from there, I was able to understand database. Then you thought about tables and columns and rows. Then I remember last class where you made mention of primary key. That was what I was having network issues on being a unique key identifier. So that's basically what.
Okay, I find that you following good. So I will expect you to go through the previous class, the second class we had. That is the last class, and you give the feedback, and you will report it on our next class. So let's start today. We are going to what continue from our previous class on Sunday. So on Sunday, we look at on how we can what create what a table. So I believe everyone can hear me loud and clear.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
So yeah, so we created what a table and which. So let me view the table for you guys to see. So sorry, I've not what uh, run my database. So good. Now this is the table we created yesterday. On our last class we inserted what some details. So we are going to continue from there. So we are going to insert more details on what the database. So I'm going to copy and paste. So now this area, I'm going to what insert the last name of a candidate. So I'm going to use your name, Destiny, and I'm also going to use Obichuku, Obichuku. Okay, good. Then your address. Let's say you stay at what? Let's give it something like uh, PH Port Harcourt. Okay, and also let's add other details. Okay, we have some students from Cameroon, so I'm going to select some names here. Okay, I will use Lillian, I will use Lillian's name. Now Lillian from where? Cameroon. Okay, Cameroon. So on 20, let's say 20 Cameroon. Cameroon. So I'm going to also add other words details on the database. Which other person will I use again? Okay, let's use Benedict. Benedict. So Benedict, and let's give it a name. So let's say Good Day God Street. Let's say God Street or God Day Street. Okay, now let's say Cameroon too. Sorry, Cameroon. Let me just copy this Cameroon. Copy and paste. Now good. I'm going to add other details again. So let me just add one more. So I'm going to add one more. So we are inserting values to what the database we earlier created. We are inserting values to the database we earlier created on our previous class. So I'm going to add what other name like, let me look from here. I have Eugenio. I have Eugenio. Okay. Now, Eugenio, let's say favor, okay, and Lucky Street, Lucky Street. Okay, good. Now let's work with these few details, and let me just run. So now for you to run, you have to highlight the particular code you have already created. So since is this code I created, I've worked on, so I have to highlight it. Then when I highlight it, I'll press this to execute. And this icon that look like a thunder strike is what we use to what execute our code. So now all the details have what be inserted. When you look at here, this is the result. This is the result showing good. So now let's view our data. Now for us to view our data, we use what? Select all. This asterisk here is all. We say select all from what? Student. Now we have select all from student. Let's see what our student. Now this is all our student data is. Wow, I believe you can see it. I believe you can see it. So Lillian, can you see it? Hello, Lillian. Okay. Destiny, can you see the names we inserted?
Yes, I can see it.
So okay. And Lillian, it looks like you are mute. Lillian. So now we have inserted. So let's come to today's topic. And today's topic we are going to talk about SQL. SQL. Lillian, you were mute. Kindly mute your mic now.
Okay, yes, sir, I'm on.
Okay, you're on. So, did you see how we inserted values to our database?
Yes, sir, I saw everything.
Okay, good. You can mute. So, now we are going to today's topic and we are going to look on SQL none. When we talk about none, what comes to your mind? None. So, who can respond for us? When you hear about the word none, what comes to your mind?
For me,
Okay, you guess what?
I guess is an empty row column.
Okay, good. No, column. Yeah, you are correct. Now, good. Since you can mute your mic. So, since we are working as a data analyst, so every feed that is none is important to us. Every columns is important to us. So, we have to understand what the word non-value is. So, now a non-value is a feed with a non-value, and or is a feed with what no value, is a feed with what no value. So Destiny, can you drop a message on the group chat that class have started?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now if a feed in a table is optional, it is possible to what insert a new what record or update a new record. Now without adding a value to a feed, we can what fill it with anything. Okay, fill it with anything. Okay, for example, we have the data, we have a data, and we don't want that particular field to be inserted, or we don't want the field to have values, we can just leave it to be blank. So now, for example, this is our data. We want to test if we have what? A non-value. A non-value. Now, for us to do it, we are going to what? Select the particular what? Area. We are going to what? Select the particular area, and now we are going to check if there is what? A non-value, or if there is none. So let's see how we can do that. So let me write the code. Now, okay, let's come to this side. Let's look at this person's ID and last name. So now I want to check if what? In last name column, if Lillian is there in the column. So now for me to do it, I will say select what? Select all. Select all from what? Let's see. Select all from what? From student. From what? Student. Student, because the database is student. Now we are going to what? Select all from what? Student. Now we here, I'm going to come down here and write where what? Last name is none. Where last name is none. So I'm going to just, let me just copy the feed. Where last name is none. So I have to close it with what? My semicolon. So I have to close it with my semicolon. Now, it is more important for me to always close my work. So I'm going to run it now. Look at it. You see, and when I run it, it gave me what? An error. And this is where I will always check my uh, output. This is where I always was checked for my output. I always checked my output on what? At the bottom. So now I have what? An error message. It said that cmtech.student does not exist. Okay, now look at it. My database which I spared the student is wrong, and then it gave me what? Error. So since I have corrected it, I will highlight it again and run it. Now look at it. So we don't have what? Any non-value. We don't have any non-value. Now let's say not none. Not none. When I say not none, everything pops out. Okay, uh I want to hear from, okay, Gideon. Okay, let's say Destiny. What do you understand? When we use the none, it gave us empty value. When we use the not none and it gave us values, what do you understand by that?
Okay, from what I understand, when you use the null, it's like it shows us empty value, and not null. It's more like it removes the null. Like it just shows the whole how will I put it? The whole details, then removes the null. But when you put null, it indicates only null there. So I think
Yes,
that's
correct.
correct.
Correct. So you can mute. Now we have what? See how we can what? Make use of the none and the not none. So let's look at on what? Update. How we can update a database. How we can what? Update a database. So uh Now we want to update this particular database. We want to update this. We have two Adulai Musa. So we want to update it. We don't want it to come to appear twice. We want to replace it with what? A new details. We want to update it with what? A new detail. So we are going to update. We are going to use the word update. Now let's see how we can what make use of what the update. So if your mic is on, kindly mute except you are told to speak. So I'm going to update the student. I'm going to update the student. Okay. So I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to say update student. Please, if your mic is on, mute. So I'm going to what? Update student database. Now I'm going to what? I'm going to set a new values uh, to this name, to the second name. So I'm going to say set what set let me use this set last name copy. Let me copy the last name, then equal to uh okay, I'm coming. Set last name equal to what? uh Equal to, okay, let me see how many persons are in class. Okay, let me use what? Jumbo. Okay, let me set it in the place of the second Adulai. I'm going to replace it with what? Jumbo. So jumbo. Okay, now I've assigned a new value, jumbo. So now I'm going to use where we want to place it. Now where what? Person's ID. Now I'm going to copy this person's ID, where person's ID is what? Equal to what? Equal to 2. Where person's ID is equal to 2. So you have to give it a direction where you want to change it. Now where person's ID is equal to what? 2. Now I'll close it. Look at how it will be updated. Now I've already updated it, and look at it. It said that one row affected. And let's see our what? Our student. Let's see our student database. Now look at it. Did you see that I've already updated what? The student Adulai. One of the Adulai have been updated, which is at the second. Now updated to what? Jumbo. So I believe you can see it. If you can see it, you can respond. Uh, Respond. Let me know that we are all following. Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Now we have what? Updated it. So let's move. Let's move. Now you can as well update multiple what? Datas using that. Now we can what? Delete. We can what? Delete a record. Okay, now so let's use a little time to what? Introduce ourselves. So so I want to hear from what? Gideon. Gideon, where are you receiving this class from? Gideon. Hello, Gideon. Gideon, where are you receiving this class from? Okay. Benedict. Where are you receiving this class from?
Benedict from Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon, no problem. So, Lillian, where are you receiving this class from? Okay, Gideon, you said from Cameroon too. Okay, Lillian, where are you receiving this lecture from?
Lilian from Cameroon.
Okay, good. So we have three Cameroons and two Nigerians. Okay, so let's continue from our class. Okay, now, so we want to look at on what update delete. Now you can make use of the delete. You can delete a table. You can delete a table. You can delete a table, and also you can make use of that table. So please, I want you to know that as a data analyst, all data should be you should have a temporary copies of it in case when you are working on data when you are working on data and you mistakenly delete it, it may affect you. So if you have a temporary copy of it, it will help you a lot. So now when you want to delete, we have what the delete function. You can use the delete function what to delete an item. Okay, now I don't want to. Okay, let's move on. Let me see how I let me delete a particular table, which is a student what table. Let's delete the student table and let's make use of it. Now let's make use of it. So for us to delete, we are going to do it like this. We are going to what write what delete. We are going to what use a delete what student. Now delete from what student. You can set what the location you want to delete to. Delete student. Okay, let's say student, because student is our table name. So I'm going to delete from students. Now automatically it's supposed to be deleted. Okay. Okay, let's see. Delete from where students. I'm coming. It did not delete. So let me see what happened here. Okay. Okay. Okay, now I'm using what a safe mode. I cannot delete. So I'm using a safe mode. I cannot delete because I set it like that, so that whenever I'm having an error, it will not be deleted. So this is a code word to delete. So now there's a word we call alias. Okay, can you or can any one of you explain the word alias if you have any knowledge of that? Alias, alias. So alias, aliasex, alias. Okay, okay. Let me just ask some questions. Lillian, Lillian.
Yes, sir.
So, do you have a second name which your friends called you apart from your original name?
Yeah, that is law.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. Now, that law is your alias name. Still the same way in SQL. SQL also what has alias name. You can it's just like a temporary name, just like a temporary name given to what uh, a particular table, a particular column. You can just decide to give it a temporary name which you they can be using for the meantime, apart from its original name. So okay, Jumbo, you're welcome.
Thank you,
Jumbo,
sir. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
yeah, were you able to go through the previous class?
Okay, not yet, but I sent a message that I will need the recorded section. Though I
But
have not gone through.
I dropped the
Okay,
link. I
okay,
responded, right?
okay. I have not seen it. I will check after the class. I've
You
been
check.
busy though. That was why I will check.
Please, you have to check. It is important you go through the classes again.
I will do that, sir.
Okay, now
I
let's
also
move.
appreciate if this one will be dropped as well because I joined 10 minutes late.
Okay, so now let's see how we can what give it an alias name. So let's move on. Now we are going to what select what the particular column we are going to give it an alias name. So let's see how we are going to what select the particular column. Okay. Now we want to use this last name column. We want to select it. Select. Uh, Let me copy the last name. Copy and paste. Paste it here. Last name. Now as what? As alias. Okay. Okay. As alias name. And I'm coming. Okay. Um, alias name. Okay. The alias name underscore name. Okay. Now from what student? From student. Now from student, I'm going to run. Now good. This is the alias name. I just save it with alias name. I believe you can see it. I save it with alias name. I can choose to give it any other name. Okay. Let me copy. Let me save the last name what as. Let me save it as what the column should be what Musa. Let me save it as what Musa. Okay, let me just save it as Musa. So now look at it. My column has already been saved as what Musa. So I can just be calling Musa as the name, but the original name is what the last name. So this is how you can what give it an alias name. You are welcome, Musa. You are welcome, Musa. You are welcome. Hello, Musa. You are welcome. You came late. Okay, please kindly know that when you are mute, it's not allowed. So Adulai, you are welcome.
So good evening.
Good
Just
evening.
got
You are
back.
welcome. You came late.
Yeah, I just got back from work because it's raining over here. So sorry about that.
You have to go through the class, but it's not accepted. Though. Regular coming to class late is not accepted. Okay. So
Yeah, that's noted.
now, so let's move on. Musa, you came late. Musa. Okay. Musa is mute. So now let's move on. We are going to move on towards SQL logical operator. SQL logical operator. Now, SQL logical operator, what comes to your mind when you hear the word logical operator, logical operators? So let me ask those people from Cameroon. So Benedict, okay, when you hear the word logical operator, what comes to your mind?
Okay, so when I hear of logical operator, I think of questions like things that have to do with questions like true or false, yes or no,
Good,
positive or negative.
good, good. So thank you for that response. Nice one from you, Benedict. So I want to let you know that those people from Cameroon, from Code Made Easy. So Code Made Easy is a partnership with what CM Tech. It's a partnership with CM Tech. I want you to know that regular coming to class is more important. And at the end of this training, we are going to issue a certificate. We are going to what? Issue a certificate, and you must what? Show us the proof. You must write a project that you can defend, because you must defend your project for us. So I want you to take notes. So we regularly take our class works on Friday and Sunday. Okay. So I believe three of you are from Cameroon and from the code made easy. So okay, let's move on. Okay, so logical operators allows you to use what? Multiple comparison operator in one query, in one word query. So each logical operator is a special snowflake. It's a special snowflake. So well, go through them, okay? Go through what I've just explained. So when we talk about logical operator, we have logical operator like. So like allow you to match similar value instead of what? The exact value. So we have a logical operator in SQL like like. So like allow you to match similar value instead of exact value. We have in in operator. In operator allow you to specify a list of value, a list of value you like to include. You like to what? Include. We also have what? Between. The word between. Between allow you to select only the role within a certain range, within the certain range. Okay, and we have is none, which we just look at. Is none. Is none allow you to select only, okay, sorry, is not allow you to select row that contain no data, no data in a given column, no data in a given column. And we have what? The and operator. The and operator allow you to what? Select only row that satisfy two condition. It can be true or false. Two condition. Okay. We also have or allow you to select row that satisfy either what? Two condition. So now we also have what? Not. Not is an operator. So not allow you to select row that do not matches a certain condition. So just as I explained, we are going to see um everything I just said. Everything I just said. Okay. Uh, we are going to see them. So I want you to what? Take note of what I just said. Okay. Now let's see examples of each of them. Now let's look at for what? For the like operator. So let's select or from what? Student. From student where, so let me just break it. Student, so where what? Uh let's say our student. Let's say our student data. So select all from students where what? Let's say where destiny. Okay, like destiny, like, okay, I'm coming. And also like okay, obiachuku, obichuku. Okay, let's see something. So let's run. So let's see what will be our output. Now I see none. It said none. And what like said in what we defined earlier. Hello? What like said? Can anyone
Like
remember?
yeah, he said it helps select a similar value and not the exact.
Okay, good. Now, so let's see destiny. Let's select destiny and see. Did you see? When it's exact, it gave us a result. But when it's not exact, it would not give us what? A result, right? This is this is an example of what I just said. Okay. So now let's look at on what? In. In. Now in, we can use in operator to what? Search. Let's search. Now let's select all from student. Okay. Okay, let's select all from student. Okay, where what? The column name, where last name. Let me just copy. Let me just copy feed, and I want to use what? Column, so that everybody will understand what I'm trying to do. So where last name is in, okay, in destiny. So I'm going to group it with using what? Bracket. I'm going to search list of names in this what? Last name. Let's see what will be our output. So destiny, comma, and Benedict. Benedict. So now let's see our output. Now, did you see when we use in, we use in is just like searching. I believe you can see it. It's just like was searching. When I use in gave us what? The data that bears what? Destiny and Benedict, right? Hello, are you with
Yeah,
me?
right.
So
Yeah.
so so let's move on. We have seen what we can do with in, and let's see between. Now, for example, you are working in an organization. Let's see our original data. So let me view our original data again. Okay, now for example, you are working with an organization, and they want to get they want to know the person with what, the ID4. They don't know that person, but they want to know who bears the ID4. So they want to know the person's last name and first name and his address. So you can just do it like this. You can just select between, okay, or we want to see uh, a list of candidates from where 3 to 5. 3 to 5, you can say 3 to 5 or 3 to 6. Between, just like compare it, you want to see from a specific range, from a specific range. So let's see. Select all from students, where what? Let's say where, okay, where, let me just copy this, copy and enter, paste. Okay, now I want to use this. So select all from what? Person's ID, copy and paste. Now from person's ID, between what? Uh, let's say between 4 to 6. Let's say between 3 to 6 or 4 to 6. Let's say 3 to 6. Between what? Between 3 and 6 and 6. Now, now look at it. From 3 to 6, look at all the list of let's say students from 3 to 6. So I believe you've seen what we have done with what, the range, on
Yeah.
how we can use an operator between to search for a particular uh, persons in a particular database. So
Yeah.
let's look at on what, or operator, or operator. So you have questions, Adulai. Adulai, you can ask your question. I see you raising up your hand.
Yeah, yeah. That part, the last part, I didn't get that. Like, because what you told us then, you said you used to select the row within a particular range.
Okay, who can tell me what I said in between? Okay,
Yeah,
I
that's what I
said
said.
that it allows you to what, select
Select
only the
rows.
row
Yeah.
within a certain range. You understand? Within a certain range.
Okay, I get that.
You get that? So let's move on. Let's move on. So now let's move on. It's not easy though. It's not easy. So let's move on and let's look at what, the AND operator. This SQL is a programming language. I believe you're aware of that. It's a
Yeah.
programming language,
Yes.
and it is easy for a data analyst to use it to analyze his data. Okay, please, I want you to pay attention on what we are doing. Okay, now let's move on to the AND operator. Now we are going to what? Let me just paste here. Let me just copy. Okay, the and. Now who can tell me what the and says? Hello, who can tell me what the and says?
It's like you said the hand is used to select two conditions.
Two conditions. Okay, good. Now, okay, we are going to select all from what? Student. Where person's ID is equal to what? Equal to 3. Equal to 3. And and last name. Let's copy the feed. Copy. And last name is what? Okay. Let's see our data. Let me just go back again and select students. Let's select students. Okay. Now, okay. Now, where last name is equal to what? Destiny. Is equal to what? Destiny. Where last name is equal to destiny. So let me just copy destiny. So when you look at this screen, you see I am passing two conditions. You see I am passing two conditions. One, I said where the person ID is equal to 3 and last name is what? Equal to destiny. So let's see our results. Did you see it gave us the true answer of it? And look at it, destiny. And his first name is what? Obichuku. His address is this. So this is how you can walk through the database. Okay, you can walk through the database as a data analyst, and you can also analyze millions of data. So we are going to work on millions of data before, okay, let's say before the end of this training. We are going to work with data. We are going to work with students' data, and we are going to see how our data works. Okay. So I believe you are finding this interesting.
Yeah, of course.
So who is Tola Love? Who is that? Tola Love. Please kindly note that we don't uh, accept persons who join muted. When your name is being called, respond. Okay. So I want you to speak. Where are you from? Where are you joining from? Hello, kindly speak. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. So let's move on. So let's move on. We are going to the OR operator. The OR operator select from west. Who can tell me what the OR operator says? Who can tell me? Can you remember what did I say that the OR operator
Like,
says?
more like selecting either of the two condition.
Yeah, either. So let's move on. Now let's select, and now what I'm going to do is just like this. Let's say or let's see our original data. Now this is our original data, and we are going to say we are students and also we are our first name. Let me copy this. Copy. Where first name is what to what. Uh, this. So let me just copy this. Copy name. Oh, sorry for that. So let me just write Obi Chuku. Obi Chuku.
Telling me to call this and people.
So now look at it. Look at the O.
Yes.
So the O is also used for comparison. So to love, please, where are you receiving this lecture from? Tola.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in Abuja, Nigerian.
Okay. Okay, no problem. But your name, you join with the wrong name. I said when you are joining, join with your full name so that I can call you by your name.
Okay, I'm sorry for that because I just log into my account and I see join the class. So and I have interest in these groups. That is why I'm very sorry for that. Can I log out and log in with my name again?
Okay, you can log out and join with your full name so that I will know you by your name. So in our subsequent classes, and I will be calling you with that name. Okay.
Okay. Please, can't you log me out so that I'll be able to log in back?
Okay. Thank you.
Because
So
I,
let me. Okay, I will log you out now. So everybody, I believe you saw what I have done so far, the OR operator. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
So can I move on? Do you
yes.
guys have any questions to ask? So let me hear from Destiny. Do you have question? Question, Destiny. Do you have Destiny? Let's make it interactive. Please unmute your mic. Just speak. So
Sorry, sir. No, I don't have any question. I understand very well, sir.
okay. So Jumbo, do you have any question to ask? I want everyone to be on the same page. That's why I'm trying to make sure that everyone understand the class. Jumbo,
Okay, sir. I'm I'm following, sir. I don't have any question for now.
okay,
If I have, I will indicate, sir.
okay, no problem. So Lillian, do you have question to ask? Lillian from Cameroon.
No,
All
sir.
right, night.
Honestly, sir, I'm lost because I wasn't in the first and second class. It's just today I'm joining the class.
Okay, I'll send you the link shortly at the end of this training. Go back and watch the previous class. The previous class is not too long, okay?
Okay, sir.
You will understand better, okay? You will understand better when you watch the previous class, okay? So, so which, okay, Benedict from Cameroon. Benedict from Cameroon.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
have any question?
No, sir. Everything's
Okay, you are
understood.
following. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Eugeno, where are you receiving this lecture from? Eugeno. Eugenio,
from
a
Cameroon.
song, Cameroon. So, do you have any question?
So this is actually my first class, so I just came and it's kind of confusing for me.
Okay, okay. At the end of this class, I will drop the playlist of our previous class. Please kindly watch the previous
Okay,
class and you understand what we have done so far.
okay, thank you, sir.
So as soon as we end this class, Lillian, please,
Sir.
Lillian,
Yes,
kindly
sir.
indicate you attend the class and write what you have gained so far, what we learned in class today, what you were taught today. Eugenio, same in our group chat. Write it. Benedict, same with you.
Okay, sir.
So those people from Cameroon, from Code Made Easy, kindly drop it on that group chat, okay? So that I will see you guys and also drop the link for you guys. So those people from Nigeria, I believe those of you, you have your group chat. You can as well watch the video. I do regularly post the link of our previous class. So let's move on. Now now we can use what the or and together. So let's see how we can what combine the or and not. So let's see this and we'll call it a day and on Sunday we'll continue. So let's look at how we can what combine the and or and not. Okay, okay. So let's move. This is our original data. Original data. Okay, now look at it. This is our original database. Now let's combine those the three together. Select all from where? From students. From where students. So let me just copy and replace. Select one from students. So where what? Let's say where where city where city is equal to what? Ikeja. Where city is equal to Ikeja. 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 And what? Where city is equal to, okay, we can say, oh, okay, where first name, let's use where first name is equal to Jumbo. Okay, where first name is equal to Jumbo, copy, uh, I'm coming, so, comma, paste, where first name is equal to Jumbo, Jumbo, comma, and or where city, so we can say where city is equal to Cameroon. Okay, where city is equal to Cameroon. So now we close it and let's see our results. This is how we can what use the combine. Now let's close our bracket. Okay, our brackets. So let's close it. Now run. Good. So there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that, and that's why it gave us error message. So let's go back. Let's okay, it gave us empty column because there's nothing like that. All the condition only one met the condition. So if we want to work with this code, type of code, all of them must meet with what? The condition. So let me run it again. Let's see our data. So now let's see where city is Ikeja, and where what address. So let's say Musa. Okay, now let's say where first name, and I'm coming. This last name, copy. This is supposed to be the last name. I'm sorry for that. And now where first name, copy. So where first name is equal to what? Musa. So Musa.